That have come from all the 57 local governments this morning that have been mobilized by our chairman and the Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development. Thank you very, 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 very much. Please give yourself a big round of applause. For you, you will take it back, and if you can replicate this, go to Ibu Square. Bring all your professionals and all your artisans, bring them all out like this. Go to Yanya, go to Kudu, go to all the Nutrakan, go to Kuchingoro, go to Gwagwalada, go to those places and go and ensure and reach out to them. These are our own Gwagwalada, these are our own Kudu, these are our own Karu, these are our own Gwari, this is our own, all of the Nutrakan. Guzape Tualele you, Opa and Iwa, Naikama, I don't know and me. All of them are here. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, PAMSEC. Thank you very, very, very much for taking out time. You have been with us since yesterday, and we'll appreciate all the great work that you are doing. Totally symbolic or very strategic. We started yesterday, and today we're looking at building collapse in Nigeria, the need for stricter adherence to building codes and regulations. We believe this speaks directly to one of the most persistent challenges that is facing urban development in our nation and in most part of the world. Every building collapse reminds us of the painful way that the tragic consequences could have been avoided. Negligence, corruption, regulation failure are some of the things that we see. And these things, they happen in our schools, they happen in our homes, in our various workplaces, in our place of worship. And we say that we must stop it. There must be an end to all of this. According to the building code, building collapse prevention guide in Nigeria, which we recorded about 180 in 2005, between 2005 and 2002. And we know that a significant percentage also happened in Lagos. But this year, we are beginning to see a massive reduction a massive reduction in incidents of building collapse. And with the way we're seeing it, by the end of the year, it will be the least in the last 20 years that we have seen of building collapse. Please, let's give ourselves a round of applause. It means that all of this, our stakeholder engagement and our proactive actions is taking a proper line and is beginning to have impact. The ripple effect when it happens is always far-reaching. Fatalities, injuries, and loss of property is not what any government will fold its arms and see happen. Lagos is a city of ambition and it has rapid growth. But with growth comes the duty to ensure that the safety of life and property is paramount. That is why we must move from reactive responses to proactive strategies. We must ensure that the root causes of building collapse, which may include substandard material, engagement of unqualified professionals, non-adherence to approved building plans, and absence or delay in obtaining approval, corruption in the permit and monitoring process, poor supervision and monitoring, lack of maintenance culture. These are some of the reasons why we think these things happen. These issues reveal a troubling defect in our professionalism and accountability and the coordination within our regulatory framework. But as a state, we must bear the brunt of this problem. We must stand up and we must be true and be real with ourselves. And we say to ourselves, neither will we allow this to happen again. We want to review our enforcement of building collapse, so building codes. We want to strengthen the Lagos State urban and regional planning development laws. And we want to also empower Lasbca to conduct regular monitoring and enforcement, advance structural integrity, compulsory building insurance, mandating policies for public buildings and high-rise buildings. There must also be public awareness campaign, engaging communities in various levels, engaging all the professional bodies. We must ensure that we can do automation of our planning approval, where fiscal planning automation system will reduce manual interference and will reduce and improve efficiency. Demolition of unsafe structure, taking bold and necessary steps to remove buildings that fail the integrity test. We also have the Certified Accreditators Program, which was launched early this year, which is meant to be a PPP strengthening reform. We see that, however, government action cannot solve all the problems. That's why we have brought all of you here as important stakeholders to collectively take action and be accountable not only to ourselves but to our individual profession. And so to all our esteemed professionals, architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, town planners, builders, your responsibility goes beyond just issuing certificates. They demand moral courage. You must ensure ethical integrity, and you must continue to be patriotic at all times. Professional negligence is not just an error. We see it as a form of social violence. No one should endorse or supervise a project that does not meet the safety standards and institutions that were put forward to ensure that we can control and monitor at all times. Lagos State values its partnership with the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. We believe that this synergy with the federal government will further strengthen our collaborative effort, and it will help us, put a final stop to some of these challenges that we see here today. And so we're calling on a uniform national building code that will be enforceable and will be adaptable to local context. We're expecting the federal to support from training and retraining, inspectors and approvals at all levels. We're also expecting that the National Register of Certified Professionals for approved buildings will also be put in place. We'll believe in an enhanced data sharing framework will also help the states and the federal government. We also propose measures that will strengthen regulatory environment. We're proposing the establishment of a national building tribunal which will fast-track prosecution of offenders, incentive for compliance, tax rebates, and things that will ensure that developers do not cut corners. Community engagement, I think, is important, and that's one of the reasons why we're here. Partnering with our traditional rulers, with all forms of resident association, communities, CDCs and CDAs, to report illegal construction. Lasbca cannot be everywhere. That's why we must ensure that we're using all of our community engagement. Periodic structural audits, mandatory inspections of older buildings, particularly high density and flood-prone areas. We believe that these are some of the ways, in which we can improve and stem the incidents of building collapse. We're pushing that Lagos continue to advance in planning, monitoring, and a sustainable urban development. Our goal is clear. We want to ensure that there are more preventable building collapse in Lagos than we have seen in the past. As I conclude, we want to refrain as a government from just a commitment and ensuring that every building in Lagos is safe, is habitable and legally approved. The life of our people is important. We just don't want to make it a mere statistics. We believe that our sons and daughters of Lagos, we must ensure that we protect what is our collective goal, what is our collective asset. We must ensure that all developers, all professionals work collaboratively and ensure that they give all the regulators the needed support to be able to do their job. We must ensure that engagement marks a turning point, a new era of collaboration. We must ensure that vigilance is critical and professionalism in Nigerian built environment is ensuring and is enforced. Together, we can build not just a safer environment, we can build a faster and a stronger environment from today going forward. And we believe that it's only when we do this that generations coming behind us will thank us for that and will ensure that we've done a good job. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for listening. Àwọn èèyàn wa o, mo ti sọ player ni o, àti electrician ni o, àti plumber ni o, àti iron bender ni o. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí developer kọ́kọ́ tì í gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n. Ìbílẹ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ ti lo 18 inches irin, wọ́n ní kẹ̀kẹ́ àfi 10, kẹ̀kẹ́ àfi pamọ́ra. Ìbílẹ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ ti lo 16 inches mẹ́wàá, tọ́jà bá ti fi mẹ́rin sí, kẹ̀kẹ́ àfi concrete fi bò mọ́lẹ̀, ó ti wà ókè nìyẹn. Kò wà ókè o, kò wà ókè rárá. Ìbílẹ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ pé decking yẹn thickness ẹ̀ 20 inches ló jẹ́, wọ́n á kọ́ nípa ẹ bá ti ṣe pé 14 inches ẹ fílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, èrò oníkọ̀ lórí ilé yẹn. Ẹ má gbà o. Ìyẹn la wá ń sọ mí lẹ́nu. Kápẹ́ntà tó ń kọ formwork, ìwọ tó ń kọ formwork, tí formwork ẹ tí ò dúró dáadáa, tó bá fẹ́ bá da concrete sí ìdajì ẹ máa ṣàn dànù ní. Ẹni kọ́ ra board tó máa dúró dáadáa. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́, ẹni kọ́ ra board tó máa dúró dáadáa tó máa jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ yín kó dúró. Irin tó yẹ kẹ́ dì, tó yẹ kẹ́ ní gbogbo àwọn táyà kẹ́ fi táyà dáadáa. Mẹ́wàá lẹ́yìn kó jẹ́, lọ́ba ní kẹ́ dúró lórí mẹ́fà, ẹ má gbà o. Mẹ́wàá yẹn ló gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Blọ́ọ̀kì tó jẹ́ pé 9 inches, wọ́n ní kẹ́ ṣáà fi 6 inches, kẹ́ ṣáà fi síbì. Blọ́ọ̀kì tó yẹ kó jẹ́ full block. Tó yẹ kẹ́ ká máa fi yọ blọ́ọ̀kì bíi 100, bóyá cement mẹ́wàá lẹ́yìn kẹ́ lò pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, wọ́n ní kẹ́ ṣáà lo cement 4 àbí 5. Blọ́ọ̀kì àti wá di kọ́kẹ́ tó jù sílẹ̀ báyìí, tùwà ó ti fọ́. Èyí tó yẹ kó jẹ́ frame tó yẹ pé 9 inches tó yẹ kó jẹ́, wọ́n ní kẹ́kẹ́ àfi ṣe 6, tàbá fi cement tàbá fi plaster, wọn ò ní mọ̀ pé 6 ni, ìyẹn ò dáa. Gbọ́dọ̀ fà á nìyẹn. Yorùbá mi yé wa báyìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí developer nítorí pé ó fẹ́ cut corners. Yàrá mẹ́jọ ni wọ́n fún ní approval fún. Á ní kẹ́sọ́ di 12. Flat 6 ló fún approval fún, a ní kẹ́ ṣe flat 10. tó ń fa nìyẹn because àwọn tó fún lápúfà àwọn náà dúró yìí flat mẹ́fà náà ni kò ṣe àṣẹ mẹ́wàá tọ́ba ní pé kẹ́ dúró 3 meters kó tó dé wall building kejì náà kó dúró 3 meters kó tó dé wall nítorí pé tíjọba bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ at least building kan sí building kejì minimum 6 meters wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n á ní pé kẹ́ má download kẹ́ kọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wall yẹn ni àbí kọ́tọ́ ń sọ fún yín nìyẹn ara àwọn tó ń fa kínní yẹn nìyẹn ilé tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó ti dé ní kíni 50 years àádọ́ta wọ́n ti sọ fún mi tó di lé láàdọ́ta tó di lé lọ́gọ́ta tó yẹ kó ní maintenance tó yẹ kó renovate má kọ́ nípa ẹ̀ má wọ́rì ó ti wà okay. àwọn cameramen ló wà mẹ́ tó bá ti lo kámẹ́rà yẹn fúngbà díẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní láti tún ṣe wọ́n máa ní láti lọ rà míì bí ilé ṣe rí náà nìyẹn ilé ò lè wà títí láíláíláíláíláí ìjọba àpapọ̀ tàbá ń ka àwọn bíríjì à ń túnṣe so bí ilé náà ṣe yẹ kó wà nìyẹn kí ilé dẹ̀ lè dúró dáadáa iye iron tó yẹ kẹ́ lò ló yẹ kẹ́ lò iye cement tó yẹ kẹ́ fi mix ẹ̀ kó yẹ kó fi dúró as concrete ló yẹ kẹ́ dúró tó bá ní pé concrete yẹn 21 days ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta ló yẹ kó lò kò ṣe pé bá ti lo 7 days kẹ́ni pé fẹ́ sáré yọ ẹni fẹ́ gbé sókè ìtawà bára wa sọ́nbì lé ní nìyẹn o oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ dẹ̀ ní yín ẹ ti kọ́ṣẹ́ yẹn ẹ ti kọ́ ó ti yanjú wọ́n ti fi lé yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin náà ẹ má jẹ́ pé àwọn tẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ bà yín lórúkọ jẹ́ kó wá wà rí yín ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ síta tó ló bá baṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yín jẹ́ ni tó yẹ wá báyìí tó bá dẹ̀ wá tó bá wọ́n fẹ́ wá inspect àwọn building yẹn ẹ má nà wọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ wọn kó a lè kọ ìwé pé ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó bí yo ẹ dúró báyìí o ẹ ṣe báyìí o ó ṣe kó rí nìyẹn àwọn tó ń kọ́ ṣọ́ọ̀bù yọ ọlọ́jà general àwọn tó ń kọ́ ṣọ́ọ̀bù ó lè yẹ pé àbúrò àdá fún wọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù yẹn bíi 12 lè kọ́ yọ wọ́n fi yọ 18 wọ́n fi yọ bíi 20 kò ní sí parking àwọn táwọn fẹ́ bá ń rọjà wọn ò ní fi parking sí wọn kò ṣe parapara ẹ má bà fún wọn ẹni iṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe pé àyè ọlọ́jà ẹ fẹ́ fojú sí ó gbọ́dọ̀ dúró dáadáa because àwọn èèyàn yín ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ìjọ tí wàhálà bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ò ní sí mẹ́jọ yẹn àwọn èèyàn yín lè kó sábẹ́ ọjà àwọn chairman náà gbogbo náà ń gbọ́ gbogbo náà ń kọjá gbogbo náà ń kọ́lé gbogbo wa gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe èyí tó dáa ẹ ṣe ìyá ọlọ́jà ìjókòó certificate wà ń sìn tó a máa fún gbogbo wa wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ètò tẹ́ pé wọ́n máa lọ round lẹ́yìn ọdún márùn-ún kọ́ máa yẹlé wò àwọn ilé kan láti inú ilé báyìí níbi tí wọ́n máa sún ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa bò mọ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ máa fi bẹ́ẹ̀ máa fi bí pọtifìlà ẹ̀kọ́ máa fẹ́ bá fi kíní máa fi pa lárẹ́ irọ́ o ẹ̀yẹ́ ni pé ó ti ń sán ìta bára wọn sọ ń bí ilé ní nìyẹn o inú mi lẹ̀ dùn pé gbogbo yín lẹ jáde lẹ tú káká lẹ dẹ̀ wá gbọ́ wa nítorí pé a nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé a lè dá ṣe láti kó gbogbo yín wá nítorí pé a rí pé ìtọ́jú ẹ̀ka jọ ṣe papọ̀ ni nítorí ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àfi wá síbi lẹ́yìn gbogbo ọ̀dẹ̀ rí ẹ̀mọ́ ọ́fíìsì wọn èmi ò sọ pé àwọn iṣẹ́ ìjọba náà pé àwọn náà wọ́n yàn tán díẹ̀díẹ̀ wà lára wọn náà tó yẹ pé ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó àdàmà bá wọn náà wí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀ ń parí pẹ̀lú òótọ́ ni mo nídìí àti òótọ́ ni ó wà lára wọn náà àwọn náà máa tún parọ́ ṣẹ́mọ̀ níjẹ́ kí wọ́n jáde láti òfurufú náà àbúrò wa gbogbo ọ̀nà máa fà létí tọ́mọdé wàá ṣe inspection ó ṣe lọ́nà kẹ́ fún ọ lówó pèsè kí wọ́n lọ pé tó pọ́ wá látàlá ọ̀sá àwọn abẹ̀yẹ bí òbí rọ́ kò ń ṣe dandan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ti sọ tèmi náà ẹ ti kọ́ ìtèmi fẹ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn náà wà bí nítorí mo ti kó wọn síta dùn wá ká kúkú bọ́ sọ́tọ́ ká kúkú ríra wa àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
Fọláṣadé Tinubu Òjó Yálọ́dá General ẹ máa bọ̀ photo session.
Ìjọba ìlú Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe.
Photo session.
Ìjọba ìlú Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe. Ìjọba ìlú Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe. Gbogbo kọ́lé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kọ́lé ẹ ṣe dáadáa. A ò fẹ́ kí ilé owó mọ́ kó yẹ wá wọ́n mọ́ wà lórí ní bàbá dìde ìsọ̀jọ́. Ẹni tó bá létí ẹ jẹ́ kó fi gbọ́ràn. Gbogbo bí ní kọ̀ọ̀tàkọ̀ àti bí ní developers tó bẹ nílùú Èkó.
Chairman of associations.
Aláàbí àpòfà kẹ́tọ́ ṣiṣẹ́.
Chairman of associations.
All the associations present here.
Gbogbo agbábọ́ wà fún
ìjọba ìlú Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe. Ìjọba ìlú Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe.
Chairman of associations.
Orderly. Let's be orderly, please. Only the representatives. The
Our chairman. Alma.